Welcome back to Project Anima Hart Part 2. As sponsored by Resione, I'm reviewing their TH72 long-lasting tough resin and M70 high-precision resin to construct my ball-jointed cervitaur. If you don't know what a cervitaur is, it's these half-deer, half-human fantasy creatures. Mine are in particular ball-jointed, which allows them to be moved and posed. Due to their joints' frequent movements, I'm looking for 3D print resins that are wear-resistant. If you're interested in their conception process, please watch part 1 of this series of videos. I've left a link in the description below. I'll start by printing with 100% TH72 resin. These are my print settings for this particular resin. The TH72 is a nice tough resin which is also low odor. It's most suitable for printing static figurines that would not easily break from fall damage. It's important to note the product description that prints will remain fragile immediately after curing, so you need to wait for a while until the internal stress of the prints is completely released, and then it will be very strong. However, I'm not so sure about its usage alone for constructing something designed to move. As you can see from this test, I haven't even finished polishing the parts, but I can already see signs of wear that I didn't experience to this degree in my part 1 video test using Resione's anti-impact and M70 resins. So I wonder, what happens if I mixed 55% of the M70 resin with 45% TH72 with these print settings? I've heard some people have trouble sometimes when they mix resins of different types and color, which includes streaking, marbling, and various color separation issues. I haven't had any problems doing this with these two resins. As long as before each print job, I make sure the room temperature is according to the product specification needs and to stir the mixture thoroughly and then immediately print. Supports remain quite rigid and crunchy even after being left alone overnight. I noted that this resin mix dissolves quite quickly in alcohol or solvents, so I only rinsed the parts once and had them submerged in alcohol for up to 15 seconds tops. Curing, though, takes longer than most standard resins, somewhere between 15 to 20 minutes for my parts. And here are all the components for my cervitaur BJD. The human part of this doll is made up of Resione's 20% M70 resin and 80% anti-impact resin. If you're interested in the process and review of making that part, I've gone over them in detail in part 1 of this video series. The M70 high precision resin is a very velvety and quite opaque resin. The end products from this resin reminds me more of hard vinyl dolls with its modeling clay-like texture and consistency. It's apparently the resin Resione recommends using when making ball-jointed dolls because of its special property in making layer lines blend more seamlessly but also some wear resistance. I've been printing with various different resins now, and I noticed that usually there will be a slight color difference between the resin in its uncured, unwashed state to its final state. These particular Resione resins, they tend to finish lighter and also more magenta than yellow in hue, so might take that into consideration if you're experimenting with colors. And okay, here is the finished Anima Hart figurine. It's strung together using a simple elastic string. Let's do some joint friction tests. The belly is looking free of scratches and marks. This front leg is a ratchet joint, with tracks that the limb can lock into at several angles. This is an area that's quite prone to wear marks, but looks like adding M70 to the TH72 makes it more scratch resistant. Let's test the back leg ratchet joint. I'm very pleased to see that both ratchet track and ball joint are looking free of wear marks. This is one of the joints in the hind leg ensemble. The ball is looking quite good, no scratches there, and the socket looks clean and wear resistant too. I'm looking at one of the front legs joints now. Again, very happy to find scratch-free ball and sockets. Last one, I'll test the hoof. And yes, I'm very pleased to see that the ball and the socket are both free of scratches too. To summarize, I think for constructing figurines with moving parts, the M70 resin is a great choice. It has high wear resistance properties that make it suitable for making ball jointed dolls. Aside from that, it has a slew of fantastic properties, like its opacity and ability to smooth out layer lines while retaining precise details. By itself, however, it is quite soft and brittle, therefore it can be prone to breaking on impact. This is where adding some TH72 resin into the mix will be beneficial, because it's a very tough and long-lasting resin. It gives more body and density. Though I probably won't be using the TH72 by itself in an end product, I think this resin is great for making doll prototypes that I'm sending away to be cast. Because of its toughness, parts made of this resin would survive the molding and casting process a lot better than more brittle resins. So that's my take. I'll let you form your own opinions now. Visit Resione.com to learn of their wide variety of specialty use resins. If you'd like to see me make more resin experiment videos, please subscribe and hit that like button. You can find me on YouTube under Helene Holtz 5300 or on Instagram under dkeats888.03. Thanks for watching.